Hold up, let me go get my smoothie. Let me go get my smoothie. I'll be right back. Come on, man. You gotta eat that, man. Drink that, man. Drink that milk. Drink that milk. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Brooks World, red light on. Red light on, I see you. What is that? Some hair? How the hell did that get in here? Luna, you better go drink that milk. We got a new kitten, man. Me and Lil Sean got a new kitten. And I've been bottle feeding her. And she think I'm gonna keep bottle feeding her. But I ain't finna keep bottle feeding her. I poured her some milk in a bowl. She act like she don't wanna drink the milk out the bowl, like I got to keep bottle feeding her. What's up, man? Y'all gotta hit that like button, man. Shout out to everybody. Monday morning, Monday night. What's up with you, man? She right here. Rod D, what's going on, man? Thank you for your membership. This is a watermelon juice, man. You got the shirts? The Burpee shirt is fire. We ain't never stopped. I did 100 burpees and 50 pull-ups a day. Shout out to you, Monty Easter. Y'all gotta make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. I'm glad you liked your shirts, man. This is the new joint. This is the new shirt. You can go get this on my site. This is dry fit, won't shrink, 100% polyester. Hey man, listen. The power, our minds are so powerful, man. I don't think we really fully know. We haven't been fully taught what our minds are capable of doing, man. You know, because it's not in the governing structure. It's not in the power structures. It's not in the power structure's interest, right? To have a populace, the society, understanding how powerful their minds really are. Y'all got to hit that like button, man. Because once a person knows the power of his mind, then he understands that he's uncontrollable, right? That nothing can hold him, right? That you can literally make yourself whatever you want to be. You can make that for yourself. You know, I've always read books on, you know, the power of the mind. And, you know, you gather all this information and you read all of these books, whether it's from, you know, ancient philosophers, whether out of ancient Egypt or Greece or, you know, modern day scholars who talk about the different powers and chambers of the mind. And all of that is good. But until you are put in a situation, right? Until you are put in a situation where you have to practically apply the principles of the power of the mind in order to help yourself, you never know, right? And You may be in a situation you may not know. You may not be consciously attempting to tap into the different chambers of your mind, but just the situation, the circumstance that you're in, the pressure situation that you're in, unbeknownst to you, puts you in a position where you don't even know that you're Akidibo. Thank you for that super chat, man. You don't even know that you are speaking your world into existence, right? That you are facilitating the world that you want to live in, right? With the power of your mind, right? You can make your world, man. The mind is super powerful, man. The mind is super powerful, man. And on the flip side of that coin, right? With the power of your mind, you can destroy yourself, right? You can kill all your dreams. You can prevent yourself from getting to where you want to be. You know, if you focusing on negativity and doubt and worry and fear, you ain't going nowhere. Kites JP, thank you, man, for that super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the donation to the GoFundMe too, Kites JP. Thank you, man. Shout out to everybody that gave to the GoFundMe for my legal expenses in my custody case with Little Sean, man. You know, that's why you gotta, you know, this world is yours, man. The Staple Singers got a song that's called This World, right? And in that song, they say, my mind holds this world in its hand. Right? My mind holds this entire world in its hand. So with your mind, man, you can shape this world, you can shape your world however you want. And we do that on a daily basis. We do that on a daily basis. And you know what? You can never stop doing it because you got to keep living. You got to keep living. And however you think while you living, however you think how you living while you living is gonna be the world that you live in, the world that you build for yourself. You know, and it's kind of bad, man. You know, this is some, this is some work that I had to do on my own, man. Because they're not teaching this in the educational system, right? They're not teaching this, right? And you know, if you think about it, man, you look at the educational system, what are they saying, right? Sean still comes home with social studies, and they're still talking about the Boston Tea Party and the Civil War still learning about all of this history, man, that is irrelevant. Right? Kieran, what's up, baby? Just got home and Sean, the shirts came in. Appreciate you getting that good money in the morning. All right. Hey, Kieran, I thank you for support, man, and getting the shirts from me, man. And you bought the hoodies with Soul. You bought 3 of them from me. I appreciate you. I was saying about the history that they're still teaching is useless, man. Useless. So, like, you're not gonna learn this. They're not gonna. You have to expose yourself. You have to self-reach to find this kind of information. You got to self-reach to find this kind of information, man. And then you gotta apply it and live it. You gotta practice it. You gotta practice it, especially on the positive tip. Especially on the positive tip. You gotta practice it. Because it's the way society is set up and way that the power structure is set up. They indoctrinate us and train us to, I think, by default, get in a frame of mind of doubt, right? Fear. They constantly keep the people in fear, wonder, worry, anxiety. And when you stop, Luna, when you look at Luna, y'all. Say what's up to the people. Look at my new cat, y'all. Look at little Sean's new cat. What's up, man? Go eat, go drink that milk. When you constantly are, thrust to those types of emotions, man, it becomes habit, man. To think negative, to worry, to be full of fear. And, if you want to change your life, and be something greater, you got to change your thinking. And to change your thinking, you got to exercise the power of your mind. You understand? And it all comes back with a relationship with you. I always say that. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. It always comes back to a relationship with yourself. Do you like yourself or do you not like yourself? Right? Finding out what's wrong with you. And then if you're not liking yourself, understanding why, and then taking the corrective measures and the corrective actions to fix that, man. You know what I'm saying? And get to a point and put yourself in a situation where you loving you, where you really digging you. You understand? Where you're trusting yourself, where you're friends with yourself, which is totally contrary, man. We were never taught this. I mean, I know I wasn't. But that's the key. That's the key. That's the key. Is to believe in yourself, man. And be down for you. No matter what. And instead of beating yourself up, I remember I used to beat myself up all the time, man. And I didn't get any results, man. But once I stopped beating myself up, man, and once I became friends with myself, and once I took an oath that I was gonna believe in me, right, and that I was gonna be my best friend, my life changed instantly for the better. Instantly. It was an instant change. Luna in there crying. She think I'm gonna get him a feed. I'm not gonna keep feeding her, man. She crying and shit. You better drink that milk in that bowl. Yeah, man. Always believe in yourself, man. You know? And you gotta live your life your way. You gotta live your life your way. The way that satisfies you. The way that brings peace to you. You gotta live your life your way. You know, this is a wild time we living in. Y'all know everything that's going on. You watch it in the news, the political situation, the presidential election, the World Economic Forum, you know, Bill Gates, all these people, you know, and what the agenda is. You know, we don't know what's going on, man. We see the change happening right before our eyes, but the majority of the people are sitting back and allowing themselves to be acted upon instead of acting, right? Instead of acting and creating the situation that they want, right? Offering the resistance. You can't sit back and hope that things turn out the way that you hope and dream and wish and pray that they turn out. Yeah, you gotta hope, you gotta wish, you gotta pray that things turn out. But to back up that hope, that wish, and that prayer, you gotta get up and do the work. You gotta get up and do the work. Yes, you do. You gotta get up and do the work to bring about them hopes, to bring about them wishes, to fulfill them prayers. You know, I think so many people, you know, I remember growing up a lot in my younger years, you know, in my particular community, the foundational Black American community. A lot of times niggas was like, just turn it over to the Lord, let the Lord handle it, you know, and praying to Jesus and praying to some God in the sky to come down here and help them, right? And, you know, seeking, not seeking, but becoming comfortable, becoming accepting of suffering as a form of redemption in their faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was indoctrinated to believe that way, man. Most of us were. I don't know about nobody else's life and what your culture and what they believe and what y'all did, but I know that the nigga, man, the foundational Black American nigga, man, we've been just sitting back waiting for something to intervene, like, right? So for once, some divine power to just come down here on earth and intervene, you know, and be responsible for us. It's like we've given up our responsibility for ourselves. That's how I was indoctrinated. But I threw that in the trash can. I threw that belief system in the trash can. I'm responsible for my results. I'm responsible for building my world with the power of my mind, with the power of visualization, right? With the power of my words, with the power of my tongue. I build my life. With self-confidence, man, I build my world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not waiting on, and who knows if what we were taught is even real? Or is it just allegories based on astronomy, right? Positions of different stars, and the sun and the moon and the zodiac. I don't know, these are some of the things I think about, man, But one thing about me is I act. I act. I act. And I'm a big fan of Steve Jobs. He did this interview, and they were talking to him. This was after he had become successful. And everybody wants to talk to you when you become successful, quote unquote, whatever successful means. When you become popular, I guess you don't even got to know what you're talking about. You ain't even got to have no knowledge in your head. If you popular, they're gonna want to talk to you. But Steve Jobs was a genius, and they were asking him, like, how did he build Apple? How did he come up with the idea to build a computer, an operating system? And he said, man, I was 15 years old, and he was living in Silicon Valley at the time. And he said that he was intrigued by computers, putting them together, taking them apart, and he called Hewlett Packard, HP, and he called the CEO. I think he was 15 years old. He called the CEO on the phone. Now this is a different time. You're talking about the 70s, and you probably could get somebody like that on the phone or get touch to him, at least get a message to him. You can't get nobody. It'd be hard. I don't want to never say you can't do something, because you can do whatever you want. But he called up the CEO of Hewlett Packard, and he asked the CEO for some old computer parts, spare computer parts that they were going to throw out that they didn't need. And he said, yeah, man, come on down and pick whatever you want. And he went, y'all got to hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button. He went down and picked up a whole bunch of parts, and he got busy, fucking around with these computer parts, and the rest is history. But what his point was that he didn't sit at home and think, oh, God is going to bring me some computer parts, or a particular deity is going to bring me some computer parts, or it's going to be some divine intervention and some computer parts are going to fall in my doorstep, in my bedroom. He said, you got to act. You have to act, right? You have to use force. And act is force, right? You're exerting force on the world. You're exerting force, right, in the universe, and especially in your universe, in your world. He says you gotta act. You gotta do something. And that's my philosophy, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait for nobody to do something for you. You can't wait, Took me 30 years to get to this point. Yeah, man. A lot of people will never get to this point, man. A lot of people were born lived and died and never got to that point. And, you know, to each his own, to each his own. But, you know, I believe in myself, right? That's it, you know, and I'm gonna always bet on me, you know. I remember, you know, I'm out here, I'm in the world, right? Let me tell y'all a little story. I can't stay on here long. I gotta call this lawyer. I'm out here in the world, right? I'm living. And I don't have all the answers. I make mistakes. RG93, Tim, how do you deal with negative treatment that you receive when you're at the bottom without it changing you for the worse? RG93. RG, thank you for that super chat, $10 British pound. I appreciate you. I don't got all the answers. I don't always do everything right. Right? I don't always do everything wrong. But I act. Right? I act on my life. Roland Lee, man, thank you for that super chat. St. Louis in the building. I see you, Roland. I act, right? And, you know, everybody's got an opinion, right? But I look at myself and I say, Sean, at least now, today, at least you got a chance to make a mistake. You got a chance to be wrong. You got a chance to succeed. You got a chance to be right. You got an opportunity to fail. Sean, you got an opportunity to fail. Because there was a time I was in a prison cell. No bigger than this room. Half the size of this room. And I didn't have a chance to make a mistake. I didn't have a chance to succeed. I didn't have a chance to fail. I didn't have a chance to be right. I was stuck like Chuck. So now that I'm free, you know, I'm looking, I was talking to my nigga Powerful one time. Y'all remember that nigga? You don't remember nigga Powerful I did the video with in Harlem?
Nah, it wasn't bad.
I was talking to him one day. He said, Sean, I was talking to him about failing, right? I had tried something a couple times and kept failing at it. And I called him on the phone. And he was like, Sean, I'm glad I got a chance to fail. Right? Because I did 26 years in prison. And I didn't have a chance to fail or to succeed or, you know, to lose, to win. He said, man, I'm out here and I'm grateful for the chance to fail. And when he said that, man, that was profound to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at that and I say, Sean, man, at least you got a chance to be wrong. You know, you're not gonna always be right, right? But I got a chance to be wrong or right because I'm out, I'm free. I'm not in prison, I'm not under investigation. Fly Guy, thank you, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Fly Guy, for the super chat, man. I'm not under indictment. I'm not on my way to prison. I'm not just coming home from prison, on probation, on parole. I'm not in prison. I'm not in the holding tank. I'm not in the back of a police car. I'm free. I'm in my apartment. I'm in Little Sean's room. I'm winning. I got a opportunity to fail, man. And I'm grateful for that. You understand? You know, you're not gonna always make the right decision. You're not gonna always make the right decision. I haven't always made the right decision. I haven't always made the wrong decision. I've been right a lot. I've been wrong a lot, but I've been right a lot too. You know, but what I won't do and what I've learned is that you can't get frozen in analysis paralysis. At least we got a chance to fail. I can't get frozen in analysis paralysis. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I go left? Should I go right? Should I stand up? Should I sit down? Should I color inside the line? Should I color outside the line? Should I use the red crayon? Should I use the blue crayon? Should I use the green crayon? Should I use the yellow crayon? Should I use the black crayon? Should I use the brown crayon? Should I drink orange juice? Should I drink... I can't afford to get caught up in analysis paralysis, man, and just get stuck, frozen, and don't do nothing, because opportunity is a jealous woman. Opportunity is a jealous woman, and if you don't pay her attention, she'll leave you and go somewhere else to somebody who will. You understand? Opportunity is a jealous woman. Quadrex, I see you, man. Thank you for your donation to the GoFundMe. I put up a GoFundMe, y'all, for my legal fees to fight for Little Sean's custody. Fight for Little Sean's custody. Let me turn this down. I'm gonna put that link up there in case, you know, if you want to give, you give. If you don't, it's cool. You ain't got to. Okay. All right. There goes the GoFundMe right there, man. I don't know why it puts this big screen up right here. It puts it right in the middle of the screen, man. You know? So just be grateful, man. You know, if anything prison taught me, man, the one thing, you know, going to prison was a great experience for me, man. One of the greatest experiences, one of the greatest learning experiences. Because it taught me the precious value of freedom. Zane, what's up, man? Let me see what Zane talking about. Zane always talking about something dope. Intuition, noun, the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Appreciate you, Zane. I got the PayPal too, Zane. I appreciate you, man. You know, it taught me to appreciate freedom. Prison taught me to appreciate the ability to choose, to appreciate the ability to try. It taught me how precious opportunity is, man. It taught me how important time is, and not to waste it on nothing, to constantly be doing something. Prison taught me the value of spirituality, mental health, spiritual health, physical health. Self-love, how to bounce back from adversity, how to be alone, how to be solitary and be alone with yourself. I learned a lot, man. How precious time is, and how precious having access to opportunity, how having access to freedom. You know, in America, man, we can easily get lulled into we can get lulled into complacency, right? You can get lulled because we're so spoiled. Because we're so spoiled, we can get lulled into complacency and complaining about what we don't got. Yeah, man. Instead of being grateful for what we do got. See, I'm grateful for what I got. I am grateful. I don't got a lot, but what I do got, I'm grateful for it. I got an attitude, gratitude. Yes, I do. I'm in Sean's room, man. I got an attitude of gratitude. Yep. Yes, indeed. What else going on? What's up with y'all, man? But I'm chilling, man. What I ate today? I ate two sausages. Two of those red hots. You eat them red hots? I ate two of them red hots. I'm just chilling, man. You know, I got a lot on my mind. Y'all know what's going on with me. You know. But you know, never quit, never give up. Never quit, never give up. And what is your legacy going to be? What is your legacy going to be? Playing it safe? Hoping the government lets you keep your freedom? We gotta, Mr. Fly Guy, we gotta take the hard times in life and turn them into lessons to make us smarter and stronger, get our mind, body, and souls right in every way. That's right, Mr. Fly Guy. You got to use mental alchemy. You got to take lemons and make lemonades. You got to turn something common into something special. You know, the analogy with alchemy is that you take rocks and turn them into gold, or a dirty piece of coal and turn it into a gold. That's the legend of what alchemy, the alchemist was. But in all practical purposes, that's just the allegory, right? The true meaning of alchemy is to take a bad situation and make it a good situation. That's the real meaning, to take a fucked up situation and turn it into something good with your mind and with your actions by acting. Yeah. Yeah. What's your legacy gonna be? You know? My legacy is gonna be just gonna be power, man. It's gonna be power, man. One of the greatest comebacks ever. Right? See, you gotta understand, man, when I got out of prison, I didn't have nothing, man. I didn't have this. I didn't have this apartment. I couldn't get an apartment. I couldn't even get an apartment. Appreciate you, Mr. Fly Guy. Thank you for your super chat, man. I didn't have nothing, man. I turned this whole situation around, man. I turned my life around, man. You know? So my legacy is straight power. And I'm not done. I'm going to keep building. Y'all got to hit that like button, man. Shout out to all 102 people in here, man. Hit that like button. 50 like buttons. You got to be able to take your adversities and your crises, the crisis in your life, right? Like what I'm going through right now with Little Sean, the Phoenix Quadrex, you got it. You got to be able to take these crises and these negative occurrences and use them to push you higher, man, and turn them into fortuitous events. Turn them obstacles into ladders, man. You know, you can't allow yourself to be broken. You can't allow yourself to be broken. Y'all hear that noise? What's that sound? Kitty cat down there. Is the picture clear, y'all? Can y'all see me clear? Maybe mine ain't clear. Let me clear mine up. Can y'all see me clear? Because I got the Wi-Fi on. Can y'all see me clear? Okay, there we go. Now we winning. Oh man, I ran today. Oh man, I ran about 2 miles. I didn't do no strength training. I just did my cardio. This right here is watermelon juice. This is all watermelon juice with moringa and what's the other one? Moringa and spirulina. Moringa and spirulina with just orange juice. Not orange juice, but watermelons. I got a seeded watermelon, black seed watermelon the other day, and I've been putting that in the blender. Yep. JP, thank you, man. Go on my website and get them. I think I got like 5 or 6 of these, man. Shout out to Al Ra. Shout out to Pro Say Apparel. Y'all go follow my man Al Ra on his Instagram. Pro Say Apparel. Pro Say Boxing. PROSE. Pro Say Apparel. Pro Say Boxing. He did these shirts for me. He threw these in. He's on my website. This is a dry fit. This is a dry fit, 100% polyester. 100% polyester, it won't shrink. Nice shirt, man, good quality. They $50, they're on my site, go get you one. I got a bunch of other t-shirts on there for $10. Thank you. I'm getting rid of all of my old shirts. So they're $10 a piece. If you want one, go get one. A lady walking her dogs out there. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. I got to go make a few phone calls. I'm going to take me a shower. I'm going to try to watch the Jets game. I hope the Jets game don't get rained out. I'm going to try to check that out. Appreciate all y'all that came through. Check me out. Thank everybody for the super chats. Mr. Fly Guy, Aki Debo, Zane. Who else? Let me see if I can pull them up. Super chats. Aki Debo, Kais JP, RG93. Oh, I forgot to answer my man's question. RG93. How do you deal with negative treatment that you receive when you're at the bottom without it changing you for the worse? RG93, Roland Lee. RG93, you gotta love yourself, man. I hope you're still on here. I'm sorry, it took me so long to get to your joint. You can't. First of all, when somebody treats you in a way that you don't deem appropriate, that you deem disrespectful to you, then you have to address the situation and let them know that they can't treat you that way. That's rule number one. You got to speak up for yourself. Because if you don't speak up for yourself, then they'll just continue doing what they're doing. You know, they'll just keep treating you the way that they've been treating you because they don't know that you don't like it because you ain't said nothing, right? But once you speak up, that usually puts an end to it. If it continues on after that, then it's a little deeper situation that may, require a little more tougher language, right? It may require physical altercation, but you can't let it change how you feel about you. You got to always maintain a good relationship with yourself. You got to always maintain a good relationship with yourself. RG3, you still there? My man asked me that a while ago, man. I forgot to get to it, man. Over there in London, gave me 10 British pounds. How do you deal with negative treatment that you receive when you're at the bottom without changing? Yeah, you can't let nobody treat you like that. RG93. Shout out to RG93. RG93, you still in here? Let me know if you're still in here. T Breeze, what's up? There you go. RG93. T Breeze, what's up, man? Shout out to your daughter, man. Shout out to Brooke. Yeah, RG93, man. Start speaking up, man. I don't know if you a shy guy, you an introvert, are you passive guy? If that's the case, man, next time somebody says something to you or does something to you that you feel isn't, that you don't deserve, right? Or isn't up to your standards of the way that you want to be treated, speak up. Once you do that, you boost your self-esteem 8,000% right off the rip, RG93. Right off the rip. And that's what this thing is about. That's what this thing is about. Your self-esteem, protecting your self-perception. You gotta protect your self-esteem. You gotta protect your self-respect. You gotta protect your dignity. You gotta protect your self-confidence. You gotta protect your honor, your dignity, your manhood. You gotta protect yourself, man. You gotta protect your mind. How do you control somebody? When you control their mind. When nobody can control your mind, you truly a free person, man. My man MZ said peace of mind is priority number one. I'm not scared of confrontation, but I try to pick my battles wisely. Yeah, let me say this. Let me say this. Every confrontation or every battle, what I used to believe, let me keep it on me, because I'm the problem. The problem starts with me and it ends with me. I'm my biggest enemy, so let me keep it on me, right? Because I need the help, right? I used to think when I was a younger man that every confrontation, every encounter needed to end up in a physical thing, right? Quadrex, thank you for the €5. Shout out to Lil Sean. I know hard times and these hard times will pass, but until then I will support as much as I can. Shout out to my man Quadrex. Quadrex, where you at? You in Ireland? And that ain't the case, RG93. Every situation doesn't require a fist fight. Shout out to my man Quadrex in Ireland, man. Dublin, Ireland represent. Every confrontation doesn't have to, I don't have to get my heart racing and all worked up that this is going to turn into a fist fight, right? No. All I got to do is very respectfully, RG93, say, hey, man. Or if you're dealing with a honey, say, hey, baby, wait a minute, man. Now, hold up. What did you just say? See, that make me feel a certain kind of way. That makes me upset. When you talk to me like that, when you say things to me like that, that makes me upset. Please don't do that again. Right? You ask them, you be respectful. Even if it's a dude, a nigga, hey, man, hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, man. I ain't talking to you like that. I ain't, please don't talk to me like that. Right? And then sometimes Sean G get out of line. Right? Sometimes I get out of line. And I take off and say something crazy, and a female or a dude may say, hey, man, hold up, man. Why are you cursing? And I had to say, okay, damn, hold up, Sean. My bad. But, it ain't about everything, the confrontation doesn't have to end with violence, man. Every confrontation doesn't have to end with violence, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta speak up for yourself, man. 1000%. 1000%. 1000%. Speak up and apply action for self. All right, y'all, I'm finna get out of here, man. I gotta make a phone call to this attorney and jump in the shower. Hopefully they play the football game at MetLife Stadium. Y'all go get you one of these shirts, man. I got 3 styles. This is a dry fit. This isn't a cotton shirt. Quadrex Strength and Solidarity YouTube, man. Thank you for your support for Lil Sean. Thank everybody for the support for Lil Sean, man. And Lil Sean, if you're watching, I love you, man. Jules OC, Mr. G, not just fighting for his son, but showing us his resilience in times of adversity. This is a life lesson for us all. Shout out to my man, Jules AC. Jules OC, thank you for that super chat. Another strong brother, man. Talked to him about 2 weeks ago. And, fighting for his in a business arena. Things are not, he's a businessman. I'm not going to tell you who he is or what kind of business he's in, but he's in a business situation and somebody's supposed to be handling something for him. He entrusted somebody, he's paying somebody to handle something for him, and they're not doing it right to his satisfaction. And he said, Sean, I got to go. And I'm not going to do this by phone or email. I'm going to go to this particular place and confront this, situation man to man, not on the violent tip, but just with my presence. Because a lot of times that's enough. A lot of times that's enough. I know we listen to a lot of this rap music, and you look at a lot of the YouTube, and everybody boasts about how violent they could be, and and it seems to be, violence seems to be the default move and like the only move. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't right. That ain't the move. I ain't saying that you should run from violence. If somebody swing on you or put their hands on you, you know what I'm saying, you get in their ass. But violence should be a last resort, man. If you study the art of war, they tell you that you should win before fighting. You should win before fighting. The best warriors win without shooting one bullet, right? And and then they say that the next thing is that you are held in such awe, your troops are held in such awe that your opponent comes to surrender, because they see your indomitable spirit, right? They see your power, so they come and say, hey man, I don't want to do none of that with you, man. Let's just work this thing out and let this go without shooting one bullet, without spilling no blood. Win without fighting. I saw one situation in particular, and I've heard a lot of stories when I was in prison. But I remember a couple times, dudes would get in arguments and confrontation, tongue wrestling, talking at the mouth, this one talking back, this one talking, that one talking back, and you could just feel the momentum building up, and it gets real tense. The whole unit get real tense, and then I've seen another inmate come and mediate the situation, man. He cool with my man, and he cool with my man. He cool with both of them. So what he comes to try to do is like, yo, let me talk to both of these dudes before it's got to get to the point to where, violence takes off. And next thing you know, the two dudes who was tongue wrestling step off. My man arranges it. They step off in the corner somewhere or in a room, and they talk it out. They talk it out. And neither one of them loses respect. Neither one of them loses respect. Neither one of them is looked at as a punk. Because, mostly everybody's ready to go in there. I saw that one before. So everything ain't got to end in violence, but violence can be a tool to get you where you want to go. All you got to do is look at the United States government for that. They're masters at that. Using violence to acquire wealth. But whatever you want to do, to each his own. To Wanda Gardner, what's going on with you? I see you. What's happening? I'm cool. All right, y'all, let me get out of here, man. I got to make a phone call and take me a shower and get ready for my night. Ricky Super, what's up, man? All right, man, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.